Now, if you watched episode 1, you know that I made $120,000 on YouTube with just 3,000 subscribers. Today, I'm telling you exactly how the first $70,000 of that came from one single freaking workshop. And I did it without having an email list, without paying for any ads, and without any complicated marketing funnels like everybody kind of tells you you need today. I have none of that. I'm also going to tell you about a huge behind the scenes mistake that I made during this time period that I've really never talked about publicly. All right, cool. So let's rewind to March of 2020. You know what was going on. The whole freaking world has shut down. People were getting laid off left and right. And I'm sitting at home like everybody else and decided to start a YouTube channel to teach people which way to go in order to start earning some income to feed their families as quickly as possible. I started from zero. I didn't have any subscribers. Nobody knew who I was. Now, my strategy when I first started out was just shooting videos. That's it. It was simple. I'd post one video every single week. Then after it started going and people wanted more, I said, okay, let me come on Sundays and go live. So we called that Sunday Fun Day. People would jump on, ask questions, and sometimes I'd bring on special guests, and it grew fast. People were desperate for this information. And I was one of the few people that was teaching it clearly, consistently, and really just giving all the information. But here's what started happening. My audience kept asking for more. They had questions that were just too deep for a 10-minute video and too complex, even for an hour-long live session. So I started thinking, what if I taught the whole thing, I'm talking about from start to finish, screen share, walk them through everything live. And that's what I did. I promoted this workshop for about 10 days. That's it. I had no email list at all, remember? At that time, I didn't. All I had was my YouTube videos, Sunday Fun Day, I could announce it there, and my organic Facebook group. So for about 3.5 hours, I shared my screen and walked them through the entire process step by step. No surface level fluff, the actual process. Plus money-making tips and tricks that nobody else was even sharing online at that time. When they left that workshop, they knew exactly what to do without having to guess anymore. I made the live workshop absolutely free to attend. 590 people showed up, but if they wanted to get the replay to keep training forever and to go about it themselves, I charged $597. And guess what? 118 people bought it. Now that one event made over $70,000. And I did that, remember, with only 3,000 subscribers. I didn't go viral. I didn't have an email list. I didn't have a landing page. Just a YouTube channel, a weekly live stream, and an audience who trusted me enough to show up. And they kept on asking for more information. So 2 months later, I decided to do it again. But this time, y'all, I had learned one of the hardest lessons of my life. I've been bringing special guest speakers onto my platform. One of them was teaching about a process called apostille and how to process those documents. Something brand new that nobody in the space even knew about at the time. So I decided to partner with him on that event. Now, I didn't know this man. What I didn't realize at the time was that behind my back, he was cutting side deals, trying to pull my people. I'm talking about the people from the audience that I built into his own stuff, using the platform that I created with my content, my consistency, my hard work, just to benefit himself when I was going to break this down 50-50 with him. When I found out, y'all, I confronted him and look, this man had been a police officer, so yeah, it was a little bit intimidating, but he was dead wrong. So I cut him out entirely for just trying to be sneaky. I'm already giving you money. The event was still planned, and the educational document he put together, it was trash. So I had to figure it out. I redid that document. But even during all of that chaos, I never thought it just wouldn't work. I just went straight into strategy mode. All right, what do I need to do next? And of course, I found a solution. I rewrote that whole document that he created. I tracked down a lady who had been in the apostille business, and she had been teaching it for years. And I paid her $2,500 to teach me and all of my people the event. $50,000 is what I made after I paid her. So right there, that's $120,000 in a little bit of time starting from zero. So look, you don't need everything to be perfect to start. Again, I didn't have an email list, a landing page, or a massive marketing strategy. But here's what I know now. If I had been collecting emails from day one, video one, if I had a place where people could sign up so that I could keep giving them value between videos, I would be so much further ahead and would have made even more money from that one event. And the other thing is, I know now to be careful who I give access to for the things that I build. I built that platform with my own sweat equity. It took consistency. It took my content. And I handed the keys to somebody that I didn't even know yet. That cost me time, money, and a whole lot of stress trying to pull everything together in just 1 week, really, because I marketed 1 week and this happened the next. So here's the point, friend. Start before you're ready, absolutely, but build the structure underneath you know you need as you go. The email list, the landing page, the community, where people stay connected to you. Don't make the same mistakes that I did. Don't wait. Build that stuff up front. And that's what I'm building right now, the whole structure from day one, so you don't have to figure it out the hard way like I did. I put a free resource in the description to help you with this right now, so I want you to go and grab that, and I want you to drop a comment. Tell me exactly where you're starting from right now today. And I don't care if you have 0 subscribers. Just tell me where you are. We're figuring all of this out, and I'm here to help you. So I'm going to answer all of your comments. And in episode 3, I'm going to show you a 30-second math problem that reveals the maximum amount of money you will ever make in your current setup. And for most of you, that number is really going to mess you up. It's going to change how you think about your career. Okay? Do me a favor, subscribe so you don't miss it, because this series is going to build upon itself. And if you miss one, you are going to be behind. I love y'all to life. I am LaTonya Johnson, the Income Engineer. This is episode 2. See you in the next one.